Yeah, we have semi-formal letters. And don't forget, we've already done one, and that was informal, okay? And that was informal. But before we even start the semi-formal letter, what I would like you to know is that the format of informal letters is the same as semi-formal letters. It's the same as semi-formal letters. There are no differences between the two. Not much difference, although there are some few differences, but the format is the same. So as we go through, you'll be able to get the concept very well. Okay. So what are the objectives for today? When we talk about objectives, what I want all of you to achieve by the end of the lesson. So by the time we are done with the lesson, I want all of you to state what a semi-formal letter is. So when I ask you to tell me what semi-formal letter is, you should be able to do that. Why are some people hiding their faces? Let me see your face so that I can call you, okay? Turn your video on, turn your video on. Fami, Lodina, and cool, all of you, let me see your faces. Okay, so that is the first objective, that all of you will be able to state what a semi-formal letter is. The second objective is to state the parts of semi-formal letters. That is the format. So when I call you right now to tell me the format, from address, we go to date, we go to so and so, you will be able to do that. And the ultimate one is for you to write a semi-formal letter for me. That is the most important thing. That by the time we are done with this lesson, all of you will be able to write a semi-formal letter. Okay. So what then is a semi-formal letter? Let me call Nkunim to read it for me. Nkunim, so unmute your microphone and then you read what semi-formal letter is for me.
Semi-formal letter is a type of letter that is written to someone you know, but do not have a cordial relationship with.
Okay, let your sister repeat it. Let your sister repeat it for me.
A semi-formal letter is a type of letter that is written to someone you know, but do not have a cordial relationship.
All right, so when you talk about, thank you. Okay, thank you. When we talk about semi-formal letter, it is a letter that is written to someone, you know the person, okay? You know the person, but you are not too close. You are not too close to that person. Or let me say the person is older than you. So whenever you are writing such letters to those people, the kind of things you can say to your friend or your siblings when writing letters to them, you can't say the same thing when writing semi-formal letters. When we're dealing with informal letters, we said that they are the kind of letters that are written to our friends. They are written to our friends. Yeah, so there are certain things that we could say to them that, hey, how are you? I'm angry with you for not replying my letter. You see, the person is your friend. So you can say all of these kind of things. But when you are writing a semi-formal letter, because the person is not having a cordial relationship with you, or because the person is older than you, there are certain things you cannot say. Imagine writing a letter to you. You know, I gave you, and I say for you to write a letter to your uncle or your auntie. I think your uncle. You cannot go and tell your uncle that, uncle, I'm angry with you. Or uncle, hey, how are you? You can't say that. You understand? But when Wesley is writing to Chiron, or when Boatima is writing to Akuba, because they are friends, they can say all these kind of things. But semi-formal letters, you can't say that, okay? So it is a letter that is written to someone you know, but you do not have a cordial relationship with that person. And when you are writing a semi-formal letters, your tone must be a polite one. You must be polite. When you say polite, you have to show respect. You have to show respect. So your tone must be very, very polite as compared to the informal letters, Okay, so before I move on to the structure, I told you that this is the same as the informal, okay? I'll hide it and then I'll let somebody tell me chronologically, that is sequentially, from beginning to the end. I want somebody to tell me the steps in writing informal letters. I've told that the steps are the same. Okay, the steps are the same. So who can do that for me? If you can do that, raise up your hand. Okay, Godiva, I can see your hand over there. Yeah, Godiva, so tell me, give us the steps. Hey, is that not Aram? Aram, your hand was up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so tell us.
Okay. Writer's address.
Okay.
The date.
Okay.
The salutation.
Perfect.
Then the body.
The body. Okay, perfect. All right. So let somebody continue. Now, Godiva, thank you. You've done well. Godiva landed at the body, and Bedi has raised the hand. Bedi, let me see your face, and also unmute your microphone. The body is made up of how many parts, Bedi? Bedi, your microphone is muted.
Introduction.
Yeah.
Main part.
The main part or the main content.
And the conclusion.
And the conclusion. Okay, and the conclusion. So from the conclusion, Jaden, Kofinsia, where do we go?
Subscription.
And what would be the let me call another person. Abeku.
Yes, sir.
After the subscription, where do we go?
You go to the name.
This one is the last thing you are supposed to write. What is it?
Conclusion.
Nope. After subscription, you don't go to conclusion again. You said it.
Writer's address.
Oh, uncle, Abeku. Writer's address is the first thing you write. We are talking about the last thing, kwata cry. The writer's name. The writer's name. All right. So let somebody do the favor and then mention everything. Fami, let me see your face. Lordina, let me see your face. Karis, let me see your face. And Kwame. All of you, let me see your face. So Fami, from beginning to the end, one, go. Unmute your microphone.
Writer's address.
Yeah.
Date of the letter.
Perfect.
Salutation.
God bless you.
Body of the letter.
Okay, which is made up of? The body of the letter is made up of?
Introduction, main content, and conclusion.
And conclusion. So from there, we go to?
Subscription and writer's name.
Writer's name. Or name of the writer. God bless you. Okay. But I was so shocked. I was so surprised. In fact, I was so sad yesterday when I realized that some of you, not all of you, let me be fair, some of you were writing letters without address, without date, without salutation. They were just writing. Uncle, I want you to send me money for the excursion that you are going, full stop, from so and so person to Uncle Kweku. Oh, no. I told you that the first thing, even if you don't know anything at all, you should know that when writing letters, the first thing you are supposed to write is their address, like Kuba mentioned for us, in that order, okay, in that order. All right, so as they said, this is the format. This is the format. We are not going to waste much time because you have this note already. And if you can remember very well, this format is the same as that of the informal letters, okay? It's the same. So we have the writer's address, which is written at the top right corner of the paper. There are two. We have the block. Which one is the block address? Who can tell me the block address? Ato? Ato Kwame, now unmute your microphone. Is Ato here? Okay, Lordina, which one is the block address?
The block address is the one that they are under the same letters, but
Okay,
they don't
so
have
yes,
and
you just say that it is all street. That one is street. Lordina was eating, that's why she doesn't want us to see her face. Okay. But I can feel that she has food in her mouth. Okay, so the block one is what? Street. What about the indented one? Wesley, what about the indented one?
The indented one is not. The indented one is the one that is not so straight.
Yeah, the indented one is not straight. Okay. All right, so let's see how they look like. So this is the block. We have the Light Academy. You can see that it is straight. It is straight. Angel Justice International School, PO Box 72, Medina, Accra. You see, all of them are straight. But let's see the indented one. Are they straight? No, they are not. They are not straight. Okay, they are slanted. They are slanted like that. So that is it for the block. So know the difference, and you can choose the one that you want to use. For me, I prefer the block one, but maybe you would like to use the indented one. No problem. No problem. The only thing is make sure you are writing the address very well. So I have no problem whether you are using the indented or the block. Okay. So, and then we have the punctuated and the unpunctuated address. For the punctuated, you put comma, and then full stop. Do you understand? Comma, full stop. Yeah. But with the unpunctuated, there are no punctuations. You just write them like this one. You see that there are no punctuations. Okay. But for the punctuated one, you have comma, and then your full stop. Comma, full stop. All right. And then after this, we go to the date of the letter. The date of the letter, which is written right under the address. So all of these, they are just more or less revision because we've done it already. So let's come to the salutation. So this one is a bit different from the informality. So we have examples like, dear Mr. Abuaje. When you are writing to a woman who is not married, okay, the person is old, but the person is not married. Do we use Mr. or Mrs. or what do we use? Let me know. Who helped me? Who helped me out? It is what? Miss. Who said it? Lordina. Okay. So it is what? Miss. How do you spell the miss?
MISS.
MISS. And if you want to shorten it, you do it MS. Perfect. MS. What about a woman who is married? Mrs. Okay, Mrs. So Mr., Miss, Mrs. They go with surnames. They go with surnames. You don't go and say dear Mr. Justice. Justice is my first name. Mr. doesn't go with Justice. Okay. You can't say dear Mrs. or Miss Victoria. No. You must always attach their surnames. Okay. Their surnames to Mr. or Mrs. So we have examples like dear Mr. Abuaje, dear Auntie Abena, dear Mrs. Owusu, dear Dr. Asamoah, dear Uncle Charles. You understand? So one more thing, don't forget to bring the comma. When I was going through your letters you wrote yesterday, I realized that somebody brought the comma after the dear. So dear, comma, Mr. So and so. No, the comma comes at the end of the salutation. It comes at the end of the salutation. So the person who did that, you know yourself. I don't want to mention your name. Make sure you do the right thing. Make sure you do the right thing. So dear Mr. Abuaje, comma, dear Mrs. Owusu, comma, and then part of you. Don't forget the comma. It's very necessary. And then the body. This is where you are going to write your reason for writing the letter. Okay, so you have the
video.
Come again.
It's the same as the video.
Yeah, it's the same as the video. It's the same as the video. So you have your introduction, you have your main content, and the conclusion. Okay, so we have the subscription. The subscription. This one usually comes at the end of the letter, and it is written at the bottom right side. Although you can write it at the left side, no problem with that. But for your level, I want you to write it at the bottom right. Okay, at the bottom right. So these are examples. These are examples. You can mention some of the examples for me, as you can see on the screen. Nana Kwame, mute your microphone.
Your loving son.
Your loving son. Paris, give me one, as you can see on the screen. Paris, unmute your microphone.
Yours dearly.
Okay. And then Dav, give me another one. Dav, baby. Okay, Mauli, yeah, your hand is up.
Yours sincerely.
Yours sincerely, okay. And then we have your loving daughter and what have you. So you can see the one that I've written in what? In red, or I've typed in red. It is very important. Don't forget to bring comma after the subscription. Don't forget to bring comma after subscription. And also, don't bring apostrophe when writing yours. As you can see, I brought a line across the wrong one. You don't write yours with apostrophe. It is never done anywhere. And also don't use yours faithfully in semi-formal letters. Although I wrote friend letters over here, but I meant semi-formal letters, okay? And also don't talk about signature. So far, we've not said anything about signature, but some people are always putting their signature in the letters. When it is time for us to do signatures, we talk about it when we get to formal letters. So for now, we don't need your signature, and then we don't need yours faithfully. And also your yours is not having any apostrophe. It doesn't have any apostrophe, okay? And then the last one is the name of the writer. You can write only your first name. You don't have to write your full name. You don't have to write your full name. Okay, so this is the format, and this is the format. We'll be writing one today. So all of you get ready. I'll call you. You give me the address. I'll type. Another person will give me the date. I'll type. Another person will give me the salutation. Okay. So this is the format. Your writer's address is here. Yeah, the last time it was Kwabena. So today I'll call another person. Don't worry. Where Kwabena was telling Abena that Abena has not been picking. I remember very well.
He wrote everything.
Kwabena is Abena picking your call now? Or Kwabena is not here? And Abena, are you picking Kwabena's call? Abena, are you picking Kwabena's call now? Because the last time Kwabena was complaining bitterly.
No, I'm not picking anybody's call.
Oh, Abena, you have to pick Kwabena's call. Okay, so at the top right, we have our writer's address. Down there, we have the date, salutation, and then the body. The body has the introduction, the main content, conclusion, your subscription, and then the the name of the writer. The name of the writer. Okay. So I gave you a sample. Did you read it? Did you read the sample?
Yes.
Okay. Those of you who didn't do it, I have this sample for you to make it so easy for all of you. So please make sure you go over the notes. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. So, yes, please.
Please,
Yeah.
can you use your nephew, your niece, your cousin, or something?
Oh, you can. So when you are writing to your uncle, you are a girl, so you say what? Your niece.
Your niece.
But those who are males, like if Bedi is writing Bedi or Nana Kwame is writing, Nana Kwame will say what? Your nephew.
Nephew.
But if you are writing to your dad, you will not say your your nephew or your niece, you say what? Your
loving daughter.
lovely daughter or lovely son. Who am I talking to? Who is responding? Is it
Lordina?
Lordina, God bless you. Perfect. Okay. All right. So this example, the Light Academy. So who can tell me, did I use the block or I use indented? Victoria, answer me. Victoria, did I use the block? Victoria, unmute your microphone. Did I use the block or I use the indented?
You use the block.
I use the block. Why? Because it is what? Straight. It is straight. Now, Nokwafo, did I use the punctuated or I use the unpunctuated for the address? Nokwafo, mute your microphone.
You use the punctuated.
Why
You
are
use
you
the punctuated.
why are you saying I use the punctuated? Nokwafo, why? Tell me why.
Because you added comma.
Perfect.
You added comma and full stop.
God bless you. You can see that I have my comma and then my full stop. So it is the punctuated. And then my date is under it. And then when I came to the left side, I had my, so this one, the one that the pointer is pointing at, what name do we give to it? Abena, over here. Dear Uncle Asamoah, what is it? Is it the address? Is it the introduction? What is it? Abena, tell me. This one. Abena, mute your microphone. Oh, Abena is not here. Okay, let me call another. Elsie, this one. Unmute your microphone. This one, what is it? Dear Uncle Asamoah, is it salutation? Is it address? Is it conclusion? Is it subscription? What is it? Dear Uncle Asamoah, Elsie, what is it?
Says salutation.
Salutation. Okay. And then you can see my introduction here. And then my main content is here. And then my conclusion. I also have my subscription and the writer's name. So I want somebody to read for me. Let me call those who have not spoken today. Let me check. Let me go through my list and see those who have not spoken today. Emmanuel, Amenyampo is also around. Opare is here. Hey, I have secret identity. Hey, who is secret identity? Wow, you people are interesting. Secret identity.
Okay. Someone was called Mystery Man.
Mystery Man, who is that? Anyway. Okay, so Emmanuel, start reading for me. The sample. Yeah, so Emmanuel, read for me.
From introduction or
yeah, from the introduction. Please, if you are not the one reading, mute your microphone. If you're not the one reading, mute your microphone so that you will not distract. Okay, so Emmanuel starts.
I would like to express my appreciation to you for the presents you sent me on my 10th birthday. I was so much excited and may God bless you for that. Uncle, I am writing this letter to humbly ask for a favor. Our school is organizing an online class. I would like to be part. This requires every student to have for him or herself a laptop or smartphone. I therefore plead you to get me one of these devices to enable me to partake in the classes. I would like to end here, but please extend my greetings to Auntie Ajwa and my nephew. Please tell Fifi to visit me. I hope you will be able to help me out. Goodbye, your nephew. Yeah.
Okay, so Emmanuel, mute your microphone for me and let me say something. Okay, so this is a letter, a sample letter that I wrote so that you can go through and see how the semi-formal letter is written. You can see that when I was writing it, I was very, very polite. I was using please. I was using humbly. You could see that I was talking to an elderly person, my uncle Asamoah. He's in Kumasi, Kumerica. I was talking to him, so I was very, very polite. But imagine I was writing to Amenyampong or Michelle or Pare, because I will assume they are my friends. I'm not going to be very, very polite. You understand? although I'm not going to insult anybody, but I will not be so polite as I was talking to my uncle. So when writing semi-formal letters, your tone must be always polite. You should be very, very polite. Imagine you are asking your uncle to buy you a laptop and you are going, hey, uncle, where's the laptop you promised me? I've been waiting for so long and I can't see any laptop. Uncle, why are you like that? No, you can't say such things. If I'm the uncle, do you think I'll buy the laptop for you for using such words? No. So you have to be what? Very polite. Very polite. So you please, excuse me, thank you, humbly, humble, those kind of polite words must be used. They must be used so that we can all know that you are writing a semi-formality, so that we can all know that you are writing a semi-formality. Okay, so let's try and see if we can try our hands by writing our own letter. We'll use the same example, the same question that I gave you. Who remember the question? Those of you who did it, what was the question? What was the question?
Write a letter to your uncle telling him about he giving you money to go for an excursion to
Perfect. So the Light Academy is organizing an excursion and you want to go. You want your uncle to give you money. In fact, some of you did very well, but what I was expecting from some of you was that at least tell me the tourist site. I didn't want to be specific. I said to a tourist site. So when writing your letter, you should have included the particular place you are going. Maybe your uncle may know that, no, Mauli is lying. Mauli doesn't want to. Mauli is not going for any excursion. Yeah, he's only lying. So, but when you tell your uncle the place you are going, the dates you are going, this is an essay. So you should be including all of these. Okay. So when you have a second chance to write again, make sure you do all of these. So now let's try and see if we can write our address. We can write our own essay. So using the same example, who can give me the address for that? We are using the same example. We are using the same example as Mauli, as Famin gave us. What will be the address? Who can state an address for us? Who can state an address for us? Yeah, Lodina.
The Light Academy, P.O. Box 1650, Adenta, Accra.
Okay, Adenta.
5th October 2020.
Okay, 5th October 2020. I'm trying to get a whiteboard so that we start writing. Okay, so as we are going on, I'll get it and then do it. Okay, so Lodina has given us the address and the date. Lodina has given us the address and the date. From there, where do we go? We go to the salutation. Another person will give us the salutation. Nkunim, secret identity, where did you go? You are now coming back again. Okay, yes, Nkunim. Nkunim.
Dear uncle,
Dear, yes, Nkunim, what did you say? Okay, so let's go over. Let's write our address. I hope you can see the screen, the whiteboard. You can see it.
Yes.
Okay, so Lodina, help me out once again.
The Light Academy.
The Light Academy. Oh, sorry, I don't have to write in capitals. Are you using the punctuated or the comma? Okay.
Punctuated.
Okay.
O box.
So this is what I was expecting from you, all of you. But some of you, what will be your box number?
1650.
1650. Were you born on 1650? Comma?
No.
Okay. I thought that was your birth year. Yes, what else?
Then Adenta Accra.
Adenta.
Full stop.
Accra, full stop.
In the date.
And the date. What date are you using? Should we use today's date?
Yes.
Okay. Today is what? I've forgotten.
Sir, please, today
is a Tuesday.
No, the date.
Today is 6th October.
2020. Okay. So, baby, after the address and the date, where do we go? Baby. We go to our salutation. Yeah. We go to
salutation.
Okay, we go to our salutation. And then what are we writing? Baby. We are writing to our uncle. So what is your uncle's name? You can state any name. Dear uncle.
Dear Uncle James.
Okay. Uncle. Baby, am I done?
James, dear Uncle James, yes.
I'm done.
No.
Oh, baby, I'm not done. Comma. This is very necessary. But what I was talking about was that somebody brought the comma here after the dear. Oh, no. That is not done. Your comma should be after the name of the person. Okay, that's where your comma should be.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so let's move on to the body. We said that the body is made up of 3 parts, where we start with our introduction. So what will be the introduction? Who will give me the introduction?
Me.
Okay,
Me.
yeah. All right, so tell me.
Okay.
Is it the same, Lodina?
Yes.
No, Lodina, I beg you, let another person partake, okay? Lodina, I beg you in the name of Almighty Allah. Let another person.
Oh, it's not Allah, it's God.
Oh, it's the same person. Okay, it's the same person. Don't worry about that. Let me go to my list and find somebody. Those who have not spoken today. Jaden, Michelle, Nana Kwame, Princess, Secret Identity. All of you are there. So, who will give me the introduction? Who will give me the Nana Kwame? Give me the introduction. Let me type. Hurry up. Nana Kwame, give me the introduction. We don't have to waste time. We don't have time. Okay. So if we are wasting time, I'll call another person. Okay. Yeah, Jaden.
I am very excited to write to you this letter.
Okay, so
I hope you.
Jaden, please let me type. Okay, I'm not a good typer, so I'm not a good typer, so let me take my time. I'm very excited. Okay. Because of the network, it is not appearing very fast. I am. Hold on, let me admit some people. Those people who always come late. Let me admit them and then we'll continue. Gloria and Lois, we're about ending. You are now joining. Okay. I'm very excited.
To write to you.
To write to you.
This letter.
Okay, this. All right. So what should I do? Full stop, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So another person should continue. Another person should continue for me. Lodina. Wesley.
Oh, sir.
Lodina, I'll call you. Don't worry. I'll call you. Wesley. Boys, I can't hear you.
I'm humbly asking you for a favor.
Okay. Okay, let me polish it for you. Uncle, I would like to ask you for a favor. Okay, all of you, in case the lesson ends, join again, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right, join again so that we can continue. We have less than 1 minute. So if it ends, all of you join again and let's continue. Okay, so your I should always be capital. The I should always be capital. Okay, so do you have anything to say again for the introduction? Lordina, yes.